This is Matchweek. You are joined by myself, Ardi Emini. We discuss everything soccer from the highs and the lows in the sporting week to the news that is relevant to you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You are listening top of the hour on WFSC Upper Montclair. And this is Matchweek. Now, in studio with me, I've got Steven Moncayo. I got Luke Seriani. And returning back, the man, the myth, the legend, Top G, Thomas Gaffney. How we doing? And in the corner, our new producer. Thinks she knows it all. Our programming director. Who's our boss? It is the one, the only, Leslie Gallagher. Come on. She can cancel our shows at any moment. We are being observed. We're trying to negotiate a new contract for Matchweek to stay on the air. Nah, I'm joking. Matchweek is leaving after May 10th. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, boys, we got a big show ahead of us. A lot of things are happening. A lot of stuff going on. But I think we should talk about the breaking news this morning. Fabrizio Romano, our favorite journalist, the man himself, he has brought us some great news. We have, okay, pipe it down there, Real. All right. We have the potential of Jude Bellingham agreeing to personal terms with Real Madrid. Now, the price tag, I think we all can assume, it's probably like $150 million. The wages, what, like $8 billion? Who knows? It's Real. They're gonna find a way to launder some money. But this is actually some crazy stuff going on. Now, Jude Bellingham, do we think this is the right time for him to go?
Yes.
100%.
Why do we think so?
I think he's ready for any club in the world. I think he's ready for a jump like Madrid. Because Dortmund's, he developed on Dortmund, took a step forward. I think he's going to be good on Madrid. I think he's ready for it.
Yeah.
Big challenge, though.
I definitely think he's mature enough for the team already. So, I mean, why not? We just bring him to Real Madrid, bro. He's be a Galactico. Wins Champions Leagues, wins La Ligas. That midfield is secure for the next 10 years.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point, Gaffney.
I'm surprised more Premier League teams aren't going after him. I'm surprised he's actually going to Real Madrid. There's a lot of competition there.
This is a point I made last week, and everyone was sort of like going against it. It's the fact of that, like, I just think Real is available anytime. I think any player that goes to Real, it's their peak. Like, when you go to Real, you're a Galactico, like, that's your time. And I think expecting him to have, like, a 10-year career, sort of the equivalent of Modric, but except at an earlier age, right? Because Modric went at, 24, 25 from Tottenham? Like, he went relatively young, but yeah, he's still there at 37. I think just having that expectation of him from still being such a young age, I still think there's just one more. I think he needed a stepping stone. Just one more to truly solidify, like, his tenure and, like, his, like, actual, like, footballing ability. Because we all know how good he is. I just think him going to Real is just too soon.
Nah.
I think he's so ready for it. And I'm not happy he's on Madrid, but I think he's ready for it.
We saw what he did with the likes of, the Champions League and the likes of the World Cup already. I mean, what is he not prepared for? I mean, he signed at the biggest stages already, so why can't he sign at Real Madrid?
I will say, though, I thought for like a year or so he was going to be a Liverpool player. But
yeah, I mean.
So everybody thought, though.
I don't know. I don't know. Because I never thought that they could afford him, personally.
Yeah, and I never thought.
I never thought Liverpool or the Fenway Group could afford him at all. That's the thing.
So you're saying he should have been a Manchester United player?
No, no, not even a
Kinda
United
what it
player. Because personally, for him, I think it's too much of a risk right now. If I were him, I would have either gone to a city or even gone to another stepping stone club like a PSG.
Nah.
I think he's
a PSG?
I'm just saying a stepping stone club.
That isn't a stepping stone club. That is the top level club.
That's not.
You had the likes of Mbappe, Messi,
Yeah, exactly.
and Neymar there. How's that a stepping stone club?
An aging out superstar, a flop of a number one, and then the guy who's going to go to Real Madrid, which is the number one club. Like, PSG is not top of the line.
He'll ruin it. He's like, you might as well say.
No, but the point
you
I'm
might as
just
well
trying
say in
to
the
make,
Bundesliga.
I'm not saying PSG is his future or anything. The point I'm just trying to make is that I felt like there was one more move in between he needed. Or
But
maybe
isn't
another year at
Dortmund basically a stepping stone club? I feel like all players, they start there, they go to a big club.
Dortmund is that club. That,
Yeah, but
They are the
I just
stepping stone
think-
club.
Yeah, but I think just the age as well is just too soon. Like, it's just being 19, 20, going straight to Real. Like,
you could say Vinny.
I
went
mean,
to
look at
Real.
Vinicius, look
Vinny
at
was
Rodrigo.
young,
They
yeah.
all succeeded, man.
okay,
Like,
pipe it down with Rodrigo. I don't think Rodrigo's at the same level. here.
what? I mean, okay, now
He's not the same level.
but he's still outstanding.
He's quality, but he's not the same level.
as who?
You're comparing it to the likes of Vinicius or even to the likes of Bellingham. Like, Rodrigo's not.
Well, the thing is, Rodrigo came straight from Brazil. I mean, Bellingham already secured himself. Like he already has himself well known and established in England and Borussia Dortmund. He's been established there for 3 seasons.
Do you think people look at his performances more with England or his performances more with Dortmund?
Both. He's been successful with both. He's been amazing
he's
with
been
both.
unbelievable.
I've seen him.
I feel like people harp more on his England performances for no reason.
Nah, I think 100% Borussia Dortmund. And the Champions League, I mean,
He's been great.
he's been amazing. Every single year I see him, he literally carries, or not carried his club, but he plays an important role in that team.
You see, like, all special players start. I know people say he's young. You're saying he's young, but you see, like, all the great special players that we've got to watch. They usually start at a big club, 19, 20. But I think Bellingham it's a good signing. He's gonna be great. I don't think he needs any more time anywhere else.
Honestly, for the price point, I feel like he's ready. What was 150 million? They're going after him for.
I mean, look at the likes of Camavinga, Vinicius, and Rodrigo. I mean, I'm just like, what makes you think that Bellingham's not going to develop as well?
No, I don't think he's going to not develop well. I'm just trying to make the point that maybe that the problem is I just think it's just too young too soon. That's the point I'm making. Because realistically, it's just like Real Madrid's a final destination. There's nothing greater than that. Like, let's be real. Where else could you go?
Exactly, but I mean that, like, he's ready for that though.
But I don't think he wants 10 years of his career to be at Real.
He'll probably
I
end
think
his-
he's
I
gonna
mean,
wanna
he could
go
also-
to
he could-
England.
He'll
I think
end
he's gonna
his
go to
career.
places.
He could probably end his career in the Prem when he's in his mid-30s.
Yeah, but that's the point, though. It's that he was better off going at an
Early
earlier
30s.
age. Because, to be honest, if you go to Real, you're only going to prove yourself in Europe. The La Liga means nothing.
I don't know about that.
No, because when people make the arguments about Messi versus Ronaldo before Messi got the World Cup, when it was that argument, the biggest attacking point was on how horrendous the La Liga was, how it didn't really count for the titles that quote-unquote Messi was winning. Because they would compare it to, Ronaldo's played in Serie A, he's played in the Prem, he's played in numerous different leagues to prove himself. And we all know La Liga is not that high standing of a league.
Mm-hmm.
Because realistically, they can get away with being half-hearted in the league, but put all their efforts into Europe, as they've proved numerous time and time again. Like, for example, Sevilla. Sevilla have proved themselves in the league to struggle on numerous occasions, but yet when it comes to Europe, they can put all their focus there because that's when it means the most.
Yep.
There's no true meaning in the La Liga anymore. There's no more true meaning in the Copa del Rey. If we're talking about 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I say otherwise. When it was the times of Raul and Ronaldinho, they actually truly valued the La Liga and what it meant. But now,
I mean, the Copa del Rey has more meaning than the
FA
EFL
Cup?
Cup.
No.
EFL Cup.
EFL Cup, yeah, the Carabao Cup, obviously.
100%.
But not the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Like, that's the equivalent of the Copa del Rey, right? The FA
Yeah,
Cup.
basically.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. I just think that it's just too soon for him to go. And that he's better off just doing something else first. Because, like I said, this is the end goal. Real's the end goal for a lot of people. Even when Ronaldo went to Real, like, he was first Sporting. He went to United. And then he went to Real. And then after that, he went to just, like, lower-level teams like Juventus. Even like United at the time. Like, later on.
But it's not really an end goal team. It's more of like you're basing your whole career off it, because it wasn't Ronaldo's end goal team. I mean, yeah, he established himself there, but he also went to Juventus. He also went to United. So
Yeah, but that was peak Ronaldo, no? Peak
yeah, and
Ronaldo
I think this is peak
Miss,
Bellingham
he
right now.
becomes Mr. UCL because of Real, yes or no?
Yeah.
But I will say, though, if Ronaldo went from Sporting to Real Madrid, I think he would have been ready either way. I don't think he needed United as a stepping stone. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I don't
I
think so
wasn't.
either.
I don't really remember him the first time around in United.
Well,
that
because
well,
the first
but-
time around, he was a different role. He became a forward because of Real Madrid. At United, he went from being like a right midfielder. Like, he was playing deep, dribbling in through, then playing balls into Van Nistelrooy.
You don't think he would have been a top 2 player of the generation if he skipped United and went straight to Madrid?
I don't think so,
Or Sporting?
because
Really?
he needed the time to develop. especially in a higher level league. He brought a standard to Real Madrid that wasn't brought before with any other player.
Fair.
Like, don't get me wrong, Ronaldo, Lima, Kaká, Ozil,
Roberto
Beckham,
Carlos.
Roberto Carlos, all these guys, Raul and such, even Luis Figo, they've all been there, but none of them brought the standard with them that Ronaldo brought.
So you don't think Borussia Dortmund is like the same level as United like during that time for Ronaldo?
No, because Ronaldo was still a winner in Europe with United. He still won a Champions League. He still won a Ballon d'Or. Let's be real. Bellingham is that high level of a player. Even though it's different positions, he can be at that upper echelon. Personally, I think just take more time at Dortmund or go somewhere else first. Because you're just rushing your career for no reason.
So where would you want him to go?
I mean, Liverpool is a valid option because again they've seen UCL success before. A Man City wouldn't be a bad option because listen, I don't want him to go.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But
we don't
listen,
need that.
De Bruyne is aging out. Gundogan's on the way out. They're not renewing his contract. Calvin Phillips isn't making it into the team. Rodrigo's the sixth, so no one else is really gonna play anywhere else. I think that would have made personally, even though I hate to say it, because I would hate to see Bellingham and Haaland linking up again, dominating everybody. I think him going to Man City first makes more sense than him going to Real now.
Yeah, I wasn't doubting your point. I was just saying I'm glad he did not go to Man City.
I know
that team
you were.
would
I
not
know
be,
he is because he's
that's-
loving the Bellingham going to Real now.
But like even though I don't like Real at all, I think him going to Real is just such a good move. Like they couldn't have, other than if Mbappe's not available, they couldn't have got a better player for the summer.
I'm just
That's
sounding
what I
like a
think.
worried father right now. Like, Arnar,
There's
my
no
poor
worries
kids.
here, man.
I'm
He's
so
in,
scared for
he's
him.
trust me, he's in safe hands.
He's in safe. Okay, yeah, sure, totally.
Don Carlos got him.
Well, I mean, here's also the other thing that I'm worried about for Real right now. It's like, yes, they're in the Champions League. Ancelotti's killing it. Where is Real post Ancelotti this summer?
Isn't he staying another year though? I thought he said.
Yeah, he said it, but he's still on the prowl for jobs. People are still sending him offers.
So you're saying what?
And
you're
he's
saying-
known for leaving clubs,
What do we
even
thi-
during his contract.
What do we think is going to happen?
Yeah,
to him
but this is
summer?
Real we're talking. He left Everton.
Yeah, but he's also left Real prior before his contract expiring too.
And his new job will probably be a club he left previously, and he's going to come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason he went back to like AC Milan or something. He went back to Italy.
I don't think. Well, if AC Milan doesn't make top four, maybe. But
I mean,
I would love him on AC
No,
Milan
but
again.
if AC Milan win the Champions League this year, if hypothetically, right, I can see them being like, okay, we need to carry on this momentum. Who's the next manager we can bring in? I can see them going back to a Carlo.
you think they would sack Pioli if they won the Champions League? If Carlo's available, maybe.
Because think about it, the last time they made it far in the Champions League into a Champions League final was 2010-11 when they had Zlatan and Pato
That would be really
and
interesting.
Pirlo. Like, think about it, it's not unheard of. It's
That'd
not.
be very interesting.
Like, I'm not saying history repeats itself because I think that's just a ridiculous line. But I think there are certain trends that you can follow, and it's not something that you can be doubtful of. Without a doubt. I think the next thing we want to transition to, speaking about bottle jobs, Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal. Like, how... They're first place for the whole season. And I give credit where credit is due. It's spectacular. They're playing phenomenal. But you can't be playing like United, getting 2 goals leads and then blowing them. You can't. You really can't. Especially 3 games in a row, and then choking that game against City. I'm saying this right now. It's Mikel Arteta's fault for starting Rob Holding.
But I mean, who else did he have? That's the
Yeah.
question.
You're better off throwing Party at right back or something. And
We talked
starting
about
And
this
to be
in the
honest, Rob
game,
Holding
right?
wasn't even that terrible. I
Yes,
feel
he
like
was.
people were exaggerating
He is
it.
the equivalent of Harry Maguire.
No,
Garbage.
I saw like a good
Garbage.
tackle there and then okay.
Garbage. Steve is muted. No, I'm joking. Okay, well, calm down.
Yeah,
Wow.
didn't we talk about the Rob Holding alternates the day?
All right,
of the
would you
game
have Rob
before?
Holding or Harry Maguire in your defense?
Neither. I'd much rather forfeit the game. Forfeit the game.
That's
Give me
so
the automatic 3-0, bro. Get out of here. I would not have neither in my team.
Nah,
No,
I mean,
but realistically, looking back at it, I mean,
with the likes of Haaland and De Bruyne, I mean, bro.
Yeah, but
I
dude,
mean, any defender. I feel like not even
yeah.
just Rob Holding. I think any defender looks like.
dude,
like
I'm telling you right now, though, William Saliba makes a big difference, though. A fully fit Arsenal, I think, is a different story, man.
True, obviously.
yeah.
Or even just having Tomiyasu as an option.
All I'm gonna say is I think Holland will make Militao look silly too.
All I know is that
Ooh.
Haaland,
I'm just saying,
that combination of Haaland, De Bruyne, it's like the best combination I've seen like
It's
probably in the midfield, like in that midfield for City.
It's one of the best combinations we've ever seen.
Yeah,
probably in our
I've seen.
life.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. All the balls that they're feeding into Haaland and everything.
I'm happy Bellingham's not in that link with those.
Yeah,
That would not be fair.
I don't
He'll
think
be
Bellingham should
unstoppable.
be added
Fair.
to that mix.
That's where it's like,
unstoppable.
where's the financial fair play? Come on.
But
Yeah.
did we not expect Arsenal to bottle the league though?
I
Kinda did.
Personally,
We kinda
I
did.
didn't think they were gonna bottle it because of tying 3 games on the bounce.
Understand.
I didn't think they were gonna lose because of that. I thought maybe they would lose it because of severe injuries. I thought like if they lost 3 of their 4 starting at the back line, or maybe even having a Martinelli or a Saka get injured. That's the only way I thought they could possibly lose it.
For me, it was like at the start of the year, I'm like, there's no way they're gonna win the league, right? But then by February, it's like, wow, they actually like looks like they had it. And you have your friend on here who was an Arsenal fan. I remember, and
Well,
we were
technically,
like,
Steven's friend.
Steven's friend.
We're Albanian, so we're connected by blood. But
I was like, I
Yeah,
can't believe you guys are gonna win the league, and now, I don't know.
We
I think
bully
they
him so
lost
much
it.
in our group chat.
who does Man City have left in their fixtures?
Let me check.
Because
They
I'm
have-
really curious about this.
They don't have anyone
Just
like
Prem
out of
fixtures,
quality
let me
that could
see.
beat them.
But who is it? Who is it though?
Here, I got it. So we have West Ham,
Mm-hmm.
Leeds,
Mm-hmm.
Everton,
GG.
Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford. United's the FA Cup final, so it doesn't count. Those are the Prem opponents.
Brentford, Brighton. If I'm City, I'm still cautious because they've been known to take points away. What was it earlier in the season? Brighton tied them, right, taking points. So you can't discredit them.
Yeah, but if they gain momentum from the games like the fixtures prior, then I don't think there's a worry.
No, true, but also there's the factor of that there's some teams that need those points, right? A Leeds, an Everton, a West Ham. Like, they cannot afford to lose any more games.
I mean, West Ham has been going through like a kind of a
Like a purple patch, I agree.
like they've been looking more bright recently with the likes of Paqueta and I don't know Michael Antonio and I don't know yeah
Like everything's been going off for them.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there's teams where it's like do or die. Like, this is the stage of the season where if they get relegated, like, things are over. It's donezo. So that's where, like, if you're a City, this is make or break point where everything is on the line. With that,
yeah,
now.
but I don't know about Leeds. Leeds just
I mean, I know.
see
it's
that
like,
being 5-0
Leeds
there.
win.
Maybe
Look,
Leeds,
wins.
didn't Leeds just sack the manager? They replaced
Yes.
Justin
they're
Marshall.
in shambles.
Yeah, it's like you were better off sticking with Marshall the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, they
guarantee you
deserve
they'd
it,
be
man.
finishing
Sorry,
higher.
March to USMNT.
They deserve it.
We'll take it.
I mean, hey, maybe a relegation is what they need. Giving some. I mean, here's the thing. Realistically, if you're a Weston McKennie, if you're an Aronson, if you're a Tyler Adams, playing in the championship is still better than playing in the City A or Bundesliga or whatever.
What?
I don't know about
that's so
that.
cap.
40. No.
I don't know.
Listen.
That's cap.
Why do you rate
No,
them?
listen.
outrageous.
Let me finish
Terrible.
explaining. Let me explain. Hold on. Don't cut me off. We're not rude here. All right? We might yell at each other, but we're not rude. We don't cut each other off. Look, I'm saying based off the pure volume of games, the amount of minutes they can get, plus still be playing in the FA Cup, plus still playing the Carabao Cup, I think the number of competitions they can still be in, plus the volume of games, it's what's important for them. I'm not saying the quality of competition. I'm saying the quantity of minutes they're getting. Because realistically in football, it's not like any other sport where if you're playing basketball, if you're playing American football, where if you're at practice, just practice on the free throw line nonstop, or practice taking shots on the 3-point line or stuff like that. It's like you can't get those reps the same way that you can in other sports. The only way you can is by playing. And you have to be playing frequently. So you can't be a McKinney playing at Juventus here or there because they don't know what they're doing and what they're figuring out. You can't be a Tyler being rotated out of Leipzig nonstop, being a rotation player with Conrad Leimer. And you can't be an Aronson stuck in the MLS. You can't. So I'm just saying from the pure point, not of quality. I'm saying for the pure point of just quantity and time of minutes and getting reps in. And also, it's like there's not much pressure on them. It's like, okay, they're in a championship. They have time to breathe. Like with Diallo. Diallo in the championship with Sunderland is like what, already like up there for top goal scorer and such, and he was only there for 6 months, not even for the full season. Like, I'm just saying it breeds different quality and it helps players develop. That was the point I was making. Now you guys can yell at me if you want.
I think out of all 3 of those players, I think Aronson's the one that to stay. But you're gonna have teams calling in for Weston McKennie and
I doubt.
I feel like none of those players are championship players. I mean, like, I don't see them in the championship.
Isn't Weston McKennie though on a season loan?
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's gonna go back. He's gonna go back to Juve. And guess what? On Juve, I think he's a guaranteed starter. Barring any new signings in the summer, I think he's a starter.
I think he leaves.
I just don't think that system works for him at all.
Yeah.
I think he leaves.
You want to know where I think he should go? There's two options for him.
Liverpool.
Chelsea.
No.
I don't.
Steven said it. I think
Liverpool?
either Liverpool or United. I think those are the two best options for him.
He should move.
I think I say United just for the chance to develop under Ten Hag, but primarily Liverpool just for the fact that they're desperate for midfielders and they need a six. They need a six bad.
I mean, you guys have Sabitzer now.
So yeah, but Sabitzer, we don't even know if we're signing him on a permanent.
No, you guys are definitely signing him.
Dude, supposedly, because originally they wanted, what was it? They wanted someone else from Leipzig. I'm blanking on who.
Oh, no, is it Limer?
No, there was another one they wanted. I forgot, but they originally asked for somebody. I had this written down.
Haidara?
Too.
No, I don't know.
But anyways, they originally wanted somebody else. I remember Ten Hag wanted somebody else, but they said, "Oh, we can only give you this on a loan." Oh no, it was Bayern. I forgot who they're trying to go for at Bayern. Anyways, my point. Besides the point. Anyways. Moving on. The point of the matter is that like now, if there's a chance that you can possibly, I remember now. I'm sorry. It was Gravenberch because
Okay.
Gravenberch right now supposedly is available for only $29 million in the summer because Bayern wanted to get him out. So originally Ten Hag was trying to get him on loan. Bayern told him no, but you can get Sabitzer instead. So that's what it was. So now I think they're going to try to charge more for Sabitzer. Meanwhile, Gravenberch is still cheaper. That's what the scenario was. I mean, in which case, meanwhile, I wouldn't mind just taking both. Why not? 60 mil swoop. Just hours. But what do you think of Top G?
I can see that happening. That would be insane for you guys though. You would have like depth in the midfield and everything. So
That's the only problem is we don't have depth in the midfield.
well, that's what you guys need.
You would though.
But we
You
also
would
but I'm saying that's the only thing we need. Like we genuinely need that. No, because here's the thing. Because the only competition I see coming right now is Liverpool. Because they're the other ones who are desperate for midfielders.
I see you just keep Sabitzer. I mean, he already proved himself with the club. Why risk picking another player? You don't know if he's gonna
But it's not
prove himself or not.
I don't think it's all on United. I think it's all on Bayern right now. Because I think Bayern knows his stock is high, and they know either A, another Premier League club's gonna go for him, or B, United's gonna have to pay more to keep him. I think that's what the option is.
If I'm United, I pay the money.
Yeah, but it's also the fact of how much money they're gonna spend on a striker this season.
Yeah, that's true.
And supposedly they're linked to Harry Kane, and I've stated this point before.
He's
I'm going to say it again. Signing Harry Kane as a striker for Man United is the worst thing you could possibly do.
You're like the
right
only
now.
United fan that I hear saying this. I've spoke to
because
other United fans. They love the idea.
I am the oracle. I am the end all be all. I
There's
know
no
everything.
way.
No, I'm joking. No, but genuinely, it's a problem. It's an issue because again, it's like we're trying to fall in the same trap of we're gonna get someone for 2 to 3 years. He's gonna play well, and then what happens after?
So if Harry Kane ends up winning you the Premier League, what do you say?
He wouldn't win us the Prem. I don't think he's the one that wins. No, United's front line is not what's going to win you the Premier League. As every team has showed, bar City, because for once they have a number 9 that's absolutely going supernova. But every other time they won, it wasn't because of their forward line. It was because of their midfield and their defense. To win a title in the Premier League, especially, you need to have a world-class midfield and a world-class defense. And right now, United, on their day, can have world-class defense, but they're inconsistent. Luke Shaw putting them on their back. And you can't tell me no otherwise. The man's playing center back and left back and playing spectacularly. I don't hear anything. Nothing on Alberto Carlos. I'm looking at you, Steven. I see you.
What?
In this little crack right here between them. No, I'm moving the monitor now. I'm looking at you. Look at me. I got my eyes on you. I see you. It's just a pure point that if you want to be a winning team, you need to have a world-class defense and midfield. And right now,
What about Leicester?
What, Leicester?
Yeah, what about Leicester City when they win the Premier League?
That's a fairy tale story. That's an outlier. That's an outlier. You can't tell me that's not an outlier.
They had a good team.
Yeah, they had a compact team. That's like a team where you buy in, like it's all or nothing. Like, like not the documentaries they have on Amazon Prime, all or nothing. Like no, it's like all or nothing. Like you're all in. Like you buy into the system. Like that's what went so well for them, is that you genuinely bought into what it was. Like you were sold. Like it was like it's all like that's what Pochettino does so well as a manager, right? That's how he was able to do well at Tottenham with having no investment, no new players coming in, just constantly the same thing. It was because like it was sort of like a cult, but not really. Like everyone bought into the idea and was just like wanting to do their best. So that's a different story. That's why with Leicester you can't say that because they bought a few players at like $600K most, and then we're still able to do something. Like they made Danny Drinkwater look world class. Look where he is now. Where is he? On a free agent. No one signed him. I know the answer already. Rhetorical. But no, that's like where there's like an exclusion. But if it comes to United, the only striker I want them to sign, where if it's a lot of money, is Osimhen. If we don't get Osimhen, then get like Erasmus Højlund or get somebody that's like cheap for chips at striker that can fill in, do a job, and alternate with Martial. Because right now,
you guys are not going to win a Premier League with Martial.
No, but
You guys are not winning any silverware in Europe if you guys continue with Martial.
We won that with alternating Zlatan and Martial for the Europa.
Yeah, Zlatan won you that competition, not Martial.
Yeah, Martial was still scored goals that season. If you look at the stats.
Yeah, but that's a world-class striker right there. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I know world-class, but that's what I'm saying, though, is that you need... Because let's be realistic. If Rashford is going to be alternating in the middle once in a while, right? Because, again, United's been playing well with their forward line because it's a free-flowing, position-swapping front line. Whether it's Antony filling in a striker and Rashford going wide, or whether it's Sancho going from wide and filling in the middle. There's always rotating positions. It's sort of like the Cruyffian idea of total football and everyone swapping around, except it's just the forward line that does it. It's the equivalent of Pep Guardiola, where he has a left back or right back that plays in the midfield. So, I just think that right now, if you're any club, if you're Tottenham, you definitely go for a striker because you need it. Kane's gone. Honestly, if I'm Real, I wouldn't mind a front two.
Why are you trying to give us?
That's crazy.
I wouldn't mind a front two of Benzema and Kane.
We're getting Mbappe, man.
Not this summer.
Not this summer. Next summer.
I mean,
I'm telling you guys, it's happening.
I don't know.
Give him to United.
Yo, Loki, just imagine United comes in. 200 million Mbappe.
Never.
Under the Glazers. But moving on to our next topic. Will United ever be sold? Because they just got their final offers from the Saudi business group and from the, what's his name? Why am I blanking? I had this all written down. It's like the, Ratcliffe? No, not Ratcliffe.
Isn't that?
Is it Ratcliffe?
I'll just check for you.
Steven, pull out the laptop. We haven't done this in a while. Pull it out.
United new owners.
United new owners. I wish. I really wish. Oh my god. I can't have the Glazers anymore. I can't. It's actual.
Oh yeah, Ratcliffe's.
Yes.
Firm.
Come on. I knew I remembered it. Thank you, producer. Anyways. No, but Sir Daniel Ratcliffe and the Saudi business group have put in their final offers. I think for like over $5 billion, and clearing all their debt. So all the debt that the Glazers put on United to make money for themselves will be cleared out, and they be investing $500 million on the stadium for repairs. So, please do get out and let me have money to buy players. Thank you. Bye bye. No, because realistically, let's look at the new owners that have happened in the past. Because if we look at, let's say, the people that bought out Newcastle, they're doing it right, as we all can agree. They're not splurging their money. They're building in the directors. They're fixing up the stadium. They're getting their youth academy fixed. Everything's going right. When City was bought, same thing. They're fixing up the whole entire structure, bringing in the players and the manager, and then they're going on. And then we look at Chelsea, where everything has gone wrong. Where there's an owner who just buys, who didn't even know that Chelsea had to re-qualify for the Champions League every year. Exact quote. Oh, Chelsea are in 11th right now. What do you plan to do next season for money? Oh, well, we have the Champions League and everything. It's like, no, you have to re-qualify for the Champions. You have to finish top 4 for the Champions League.
American moment.
Because then it ties back down to the biggest problem with American sports, how it's the franchises, everything's guaranteed, and there's no risk and reward. And again, that was the mistake of Todd Bowley and these mistake of ill-informed owners. But they think that every year it's the same thing guaranteed.
You know Chelsea could get relegated?
Who?
Chelsea.
Chelsea could.
They could possibly still get relegated.
That's very hard.
And what they're
it's like a
very
1 in a
difficult.
million chances. But if they do,
but that'd be insane.
oh, I'd be over the moon.
I would stop watching the Prem.
Because literally, if you look at their fixtures, bro, literally there's only
Yeah, but if they also get relegated, all that blame's going to the players. I'm sorry.
no 100%.
No, 100%. It's all the players' fault if they get relegated.
It's not
Let's be
even-
real right now.
Looks like how?
I mean, Sterling's still starting every game.
How do you have
Like, I
Enzo
don't-
Fernandez?
First off, how about some great bit of business from Man City? Selling Sterling for $60 million. They sold Zinchenko, sold Gabby Jesus,
I mean,
got rid of half of their youth academy, sent them to Southampton.
Lavia.
What's crazy is they don't need any of that oil money, but they just did it anyway.
Dude, like it's like they have the oil money and they've made profit. It's like credit where credit is due. Is like City has found a way just to rig the system, turn everything around, and just get back into it.
How do they not get Bellingham for like 400 million?
I mean, City, I think right now they're probably looking into different investments because you can understand how people could think it's just overpriced, and I can agree. Like, the market right now is just overpriced for every player. Like, there's no reason that, let's be real, there's no reason that, like, a Bellingham, a Harry Kane, or Osimhen should be over 100 million.
What about Mudryk doing?
Even Mudryk shouldn't be 100 million.
0 goals in
That's the
14
biggest
games.
reason.
And Anthony, we've talked about it before. He shouldn't be 100 million, but he was because of not only just player value, but because of club value as well.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's also the other thing. So when it comes down to it, I think that's just a problem with the market in general. Because even realistically, like we're just talking about before, Gravenberch for 29 million, like that's still too much. Like it used to be players where it's like if you got them for 5-10 million, like that was a steal, good deal. Like 15 to 20 was the max for a regular player.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we understand more money gets involved in the sport, and you can't keep buying players pennies on the dime and stuff like that. But it's now getting ridiculous. Like, I shouldn't be hearing rumors that a Diogo Dalot gets sold for 80 million. Like, I'm sorry, he's not an $80 million player. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't agree with that.
You could sell him that.
would-
You could sell him for that
You wouldn't
much more
complain
though.
though.
I wouldn't
The
complain.
team paid 80
but
mil.
that's the ridiculous thing. Like
But
Harry Maguire, buying him for 85 million. We all obviously know he's not worth 85 million.
I mean, bare minimum, a team would pay 40 for him, I bet, or 50, which is crazy.
Yeah, but then also again, it doesn't help when these new owners are buying these players at ridiculous prices, and even giving them ridiculous wages. Like Mudryk said it himself, the only reason why I didn't go to Arsenal is because Chelsea offered me more money in my wages.
I have a dumb question for you.
I have a dumb answer.
All right. Do you think the European teams should do something like how American sports do it with like salary cap, or you don't think so? Because this stuff wouldn't be out of control if that was the case.
I don't think there should be a salary cap. I think there should be a transfer cap.
Because how the NFL works is, let's say a team builds up, they pay everybody and use their whole cap space. They're only going to have that for a short period of time, and in 3 to 4 years, they're going to fall apart and go back to one of the worst. Tom knows how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's no 50-year dominance like a team like City who has the oil money. I'm not talking about Madrid or Barcelona. I'm talking about the teams that have way too much money and they could buy whoever they want at whatever inflated price that they want and have no penalties.
I like what Ardi said. I like the transfer cap because
Or transfer
there's
cap.
no way you can. I really don't think you could do that with European
It's
sports.
too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
But like to grasp that idea, it's like all right, the Europeans would be like, this is kind of dumb. But I think the transfer cap, like cap it for like certain teams.
At 100 million. I don't
like,
think any player should be worth
100
more than 100 million.
All right, 100 million. is fair.
Because
I think it's a bit-
Mbappe is not 180 million. And then Neymar is not worth 289 million. You can't tell me otherwise. He's not worth 289 million.
Which players? Neymar?
Neymar.
At that time?
No, he was not worth 289 million.
I mean, maybe
Cristiano
200.
Ronaldo, who left United, won a Ballon d'Or, won a Champions League, won an FA Cup, and won a Premier League, all in the same city, winning a treble, was only worth 95 million.
That was
If we're putting it in today's market's value, Mbappe is worth 180 mil. He's maybe even, like he's priceless.
No, I don't think any player
That
is worth
he-
over $100 million. I think it's ridiculous. I don't think any player hits that $100 million.
If you put Mbappe United, you're winning league titles. You're winning Champions Leagues.
I mean,
I don't know about
Mbappe still
that.
hasn't won a Champions League, so you can't say that. There's no guarantee of the Champions League.
Yeah, because
You can maybe guarantee a title, but even so, one player doesn't guarantee you a title.
I think it's more realistic. It should be like 150. I feel like I can see players going for that.
Should
But
be
I
some
think
type of
100,
control.
I think the reason why is just Neymar put the standard. Neymar is the guy who literally.
Neymar.
Well, no, we talked about this before. The thing that started it all off, that ruined the transfer economy, was David Luiz going for 60 million. Listen, the first time a center back was sold for 60 million to PSG. That's what started it all off. That's what threw off all the books and all the balances. And then it started growing from here to here to here to here.
So basically, PSG messed up those
PSG's
transfers.
Exactly.
PSG's the enemy anyway.
They're,
of the
they're,
world.
they are
It's
the
such an
oil
enemy.
money that ruined it all.
Yep.
There's good oil money and bad oil money. Pause. I don't actually mean that. I'm just using it for my point right now. Obviously, the way how some of these teams get their money, I do not condone or endorse, but, sometimes it happens. But, anyways, that's the point. There's good ways to spend your money and there's bad ways to spend your money. I think the problem is that I think what some of the leagues are doing well now is that if a new owner comes in, I think the first two things that should be required is paying off debts if you want to buy a team and reinvesting in the team itself, not in the squad. Like fixing up infrastructure, like fixing up academies, fixing up the actual stadiums. Because right now there's too much of just money into the team, and not actually fixing the root of the problems. Because clubs are meant to be self-sustaining, not owner-sustaining. And that's what sort of like a City has done. Or even Southampton in the past, what they used to be. They used to be self-sustaining. And right now, none of these teams can handle themselves. So. But please, someone buy Man United. Like, if I had the money, if I had $7 billion.
Take a loan out. And buy
Take a
it.
loan. No one's approving that loan, okay? I might have a decent credit score, but no one's approving that loan. All right? There's no way. No one's going to look at me and be like, you know what? 23 years old, just graduating college. You want $7 billion? Here you go. Take it. Have fun. Oh, you want to buy Man United? I'll take an extra $2 on me. You're good. Don't worry. And here, they take an extra $1 for coffee. Yeah, I wish. Imagine $1 for coffee. But no. Because right now, I'm not going to keep harping on United. Even though Man United propaganda is the thing we do here, nothing else. We're not actually a logical journalistic organization. No. I'm joking. That's obviously a joke. We are credible. No, it did. I have our program director worried in the corner, being like, what lies is he spewing here on air? Does he have to be canceled? Who knows? I'm graduating, so you can't stop me. Besides the point. No, but realistically, it's coming down to the fact of, if they get bought, do you think that is it actually going to be money well spent or money not spent well at all?
With a new ownership?
Yeah.
It's so hard to say.
I think United only goes up from here. I feel like they're already in a position where they have the team to win the Premier League, but they just need like some final touches, some final pieces to the club, and that's when they can establish themselves, back to like the glory days.
I think they're looking at Chelsea and they're like, we're not doing what they're gonna do. So, and I think Man United has a more complete team, like Steven was saying. So, I think like a little bit more a push that can get them right up there. And I
feel like
they're perfectly fine.
they could get level with City.
I agree with that.
City's blue right now.
But, if we're going to look at it, I don't want to go too in-depth about this because next week, if you'd like to, Matchweek is hosting its final episode, the finale on radio, the 3-hour special. We'll be covering some topics of insanity, some topics of quality. Who knows? Depends on what you think. No call to actions. Exactly. What? That's what I say. I say what. But no, we're going to be covering more, if you're interested, if you'd like to, next week about this topic. But if you're United, you sign one player. Bar Harry Kane. That's you, Steven. You can't say Harry Kane. No one can say Harry Kane. There's one player you sign, and you think they can fix the problem. Some problems. Who would it be?
Like this summer player that's available?
Yeah.
Bro, Pele.
Oh, Jamie Vardy.
I'm just joking.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's.
I'm not gonna say.
And he
Rest in peace.
Jamie
Like,
Vardy
come
was
on.
slicing up Everton like a couple days ago. So
Huh?
Jamie Vardy was slicing up Everton a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's Everton, bro. I love him.
I think he can fit right there in a Man United.
No.
Did you
Like,
say
he was
Jamie
supposed to,
Vardy?
like, 10 years ago.
One player.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy.
Now you're not even taking this seriously.
Okay.
What do I expect
I'll
from a
give it
Philly
a
fan?
look.
Of course, I'm gonna take it seriously. The nerve.
But if I'm being realistically honest, I say Harry Kane.
No, I just said you can't.
Oh,
say Harry
okay,
Kane.
fine. Okay,
You can't say him.
then Osimhen.
Yeah, I would say probably a 9.
You guys think a 9 is
A
the
pure 9,
problem
yeah.
solver?
I think so.
I feel like
You don't think
I
that?
feel like
Brings Zlatan back.
10.
I wish. Oh my
a
god.
20 goals plus season 9 is gonna get you somewhere.
No. I would have to say I think right now they need another center back. Because don't get me wrong, Lindelof has been decent this season, but the drop off from Varane to Lindelof is insane. And it's also the fact of that Varane does tend to be injury prone. Like, he's quality. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But he's injury prone. So you're going to need somebody else. I think shoring up that back line is going to solve a lot more problems. for
Yeah,
you.
sign a world class defender as well. World class defender.
Yeah, but who's even world class right now? Who like as center back? Like that's like I'm talking. No, listen.
Kim Min
I'm
Jae.
talking about like the quality of like a Varane Real or Sergio Ramos or like even the Maldinis or Puyols. Like, who is that guy right now?
Ronald Araujo, who's not available this summer.
Araujo. Yeah, that's a, actually that's
Militao's
it.
not
No,
available.
actually,
What?
Barcelona might need to get rid of players just like
It's not-
Inter for
won't be-
FFP and to
won't be
buy
Araujo,
for
no.
loans.
They'll dump everybody else. He's one of the staples in the.
I don't know if
Well,
United
you
goes
think.
in and be like, we're gonna be stupid. We're gonna offer.
What about
100 million.
Skriniar? Skriniar.
Oh yeah, that's a guy. That's a guy
Well,
that has to leave.
no,
Inter.
Skriniar is already on a pre-agreed contract to PSG.
Yeah, but
Oh.
those usually don't like they could change any time.
Bastoni.
Bastoni,
Bastoni United? No, you liked him. You talked good.
yeah,
about
for
him.
Spurs, not for me.
Grimaldi.
No, but Stoney's also
Dude,
class for United.
when I'm building a Spurs team, I'm building a Spurs team that's good, but still gonna lose to United. I want to be better than United. Come on.
Hey man, they tied with United though.
Yeah, because we're bottle jobs. Besides,
Yeah.
come on,
Harry
pipe down
Kane,
over there. Pipe down
world
over there.
class that game.
Pipe down. Hey, Steve.
Why do you like
Pipe
him
down.
so much?
Pipe down.
Did
Steven.
Grimaldi ever get a move?
Gavardiol?
He's
No,
washed.
I thought he was already agreed to Real. No.
Is he? I
No.
don't think
No.
so.
He's also so expensive for no reason.
Exactly.
He just had one World Gold Cup. I don't rate him.
No, I don't think it's because of the one World Cup. I think the last season prior he was pretty solid too, but he's not 80 million solid. I think a lot of problems too,
I think Leipzig has better defenders.
which we'll talk more about this after our break coming up. But I will have to say I think the biggest right now problem is player contracts, and there's things that are being worked on and done right now within leagues to fix that. But I don't want to give it all away yet. I'm gonna tell you about it when we come back from our break. But I think contracts are what are the biggest problem at the current moment for players. Whether it's contract length, whether it's the amount of money that's given, or incentives or whatever placed in the contracts. I think there's more that has to be discussed about that. But for now, we're gonna be going on a quick break, and we'll be right back. And you gotta love those show modes, am I right? In the ring, huh? WWE, AEW. Popping off. And we also got It's Called Soccer! Don't worry, I stepped away from the mic producer. It's okay. We're good. Don't worry about it. We're not peeking. I'm geeking. I'm tweaking. No? No one knows that song? Cool, because we will get copyrighted if I sing any more of that. Besides the point, we're here, back on Matchweek. You're listening top of the hour on WMC Upper Montclair. I know it already played in the system. I know, but that's just my shtick. It's how I do it. It's how I re-intro the show.
Artie, we forgot a really big topic.
What we
The Messi suspension.
Yeah, but I was gonna. I want to debate the audience out to have to listen to the end.
Oh.
But you know what? You brought it up. We're talking about it now.
But okay.
No,
I
we're
mean,
talking about it now. No, we're talking about it now.
okay,
We're talking about it now.
All right.
Messi suspended because he's a trash can. This is plain and simple.
Well, I mean, it was just reported right now. Messi will leave PSG for Fabrizio Romano 43 minutes ago.
Shocker.
That he will
He was
leave.
guaranteed to leave.
100% leave.
He was already guaranteed to leave. His
Yeah.
contract was expiring.
That's insane.
He's going to Saudi.
Barca.
Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
He already rejected that. I mean, he's there right now, but who knows?
I think he's going to the MLS.
He is going back to Barcelona.
No,
Yes,
I would love for him.
I
to
don't
MLS,
see that
though.
they-
Barcelona can't balance their books enough to bring him back.
they're gonna make it work. They'll throw out.
Oh, no.
They're gonna throw out players.
But the thing is, why would Barcelona do that when they already they're winning the league? They have a really good team. They have structure already. Like, why bring in Messi?
Barca has been struggling. I don't know if you guys
Struggling, bro. They're literally top. They're top.
but
top
they
of the
have
league.
not been playing well recently.
What?
They had to have Jordi Alba come off the bench yesterday to score an
Yo.
85th minute goal. Like
Defensively though, you guys.
I would-
You guys
defensively, really.
I
good.
would never want this to happen because he's not my goat.
That's crazy.
But
What?
but
Don't say it.
but Lionel Messi.
I'm Man United. That's
The
not
Man
happening.
United?
Stop.
It would never happen. It would never happen. But what if?
Rather see him on City.
But what if?
He's not, dude. I don't know.
But what if United came in with like, hey, we'll offer you $600,000 a week plus incentives plus sponsors?
He doesn't care about money right now. He doesn't care.
I don't know about that one.
He could have joined the Saudi.
He went to PSG for a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Because in France you don't have to pay taxes on your wages. PSG pays for it.
Yeah, but he declined the $1.1 million a day
Yeah,
contract.
because it's Saudi Arabia though. Because he doesn't want he doesn't want to be like Ronaldo being washed up and making the bag. I'm just sorry, I have to call him out. You know,
Factos.
Ronaldo, gotta love him. But why you going to Saudi Arabia?
Real goats don't do that.
I think.
Bro, he's getting his bag. He's 38, bro. 38.
Zlatan's
He's getting the
41.
bag.
Zlatan's 41.
Zlatan's a different breed. That's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
what has Zlatan done in this whole season?
Being injured. Leave him
Exactly.
alone. Torn ACL. He's 41. Leave him
Relax. He
alone.
still scores.
Exactly.
The
Then
nerve,
when
the nerve.
Ronaldo's 38, then what's the difference?
How dare you attack the elderly like that? 41 years old, told it. The nerve. Then again, Steven with the nerve.
No Zlatan slander.
No, yeah, we
We
do not
love
slander
Zlatan.
Zlatan here. That's another bit of propaganda I forgot to mention. We have Man United propaganda.
Hey, I love Zlatan.
The Ekuchezi propaganda.
But you're slandering Ronaldo right now as well.
Oh, yeah,
Well, I
'cause
mean,
have to.
dude.
Come on.
How?
I have to call everyone out. Like Thomas Gaffney. Philly? Why? Like, come on. Luke. You're just Luke. Come on, bro.
Whatever.
Nah, I'm
Jets,
joking.
he's Aaron Rodgers, get rid of him.
Leslie. Hi. I have no qualms with you. I don't know. She's like, sick. I'm not upsetting anybody. Awesome. No. But depends on who you ask here. But that's the point. But no, so let's talk about the Messi suspension. Do we know what he's being suspended for?
Yes.
Who can explain it?
They had a training, and he requested to go to Saudi with his family, and I think they told him no, and then he went anyway.
What,
That's
is he
what-
like
that's what I know.
Is he like a 5-year-old kid? Like, why are they? I know there's like a whole contract and everything. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, it's training.
It's practice.
And they're,
Also, I mean-
they're in a title race right now, kind of, because they're at least...
Also, I mean, he gets whistled by
practice.
his whole stadium, his whole home stadium. Why is he gonna even show up to? I don't know.
Bro, you're kind of in a title race right now. They're only 5 points. Like, Marseille's only 5 points away.
Apparently, they don't
And-
need him. So
and-
now, apparently, they don't need
And,
him. according to people. So now
and
we'll
then
see- now we'll see what
Marseille and
happens.
Lens could both clinch the title
Right, Mbappe-
if wanted.
Mbappe carries the team. We'll see if he does it himself. He doesn't. they
Either
don't have Messi.
way, that means this just like you do realize that if Messi does not win the Ligue 1, he's still people are going to slander him regardless.
He won the World Cup. He got slandered. Don't matter.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna
It
get
doesn't
slandered.
matter what he does.
He can win.
And he's not going to win the Ballon d'Or if he doesn't win the Ligue 1.
All right, we'll see.
He'll win.
I
He'll
think
win
Haaland
zero.
is wrapped up
He'll win
already.
0 trophies
Haaland
domestically,
already has it.
and the only thing he's going to have to his name is the World Cup. If Haaland wins the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League, there's no way he doesn't win the Ballon d'Or in that situation.
I think
we'll
if-
see.
Bro, there's no way you're gonna put one World Cup over 3 competitions, three tournaments that are all more than 7 games, and he's also the top goal scorer of the competition.
Who won the Ballon d'Or in
Oh
2013?
my god, bro.
And who won the treble in 2013? Who got the Ballon d'Or?
2013,
What did
bro.
Ronaldo
I
win
was
in
like
2013?
12.
Yeah,
Nothing.
but how many Ballon d'Ors has Messi stolen from other players? He didn't deserve it.
Exactly.
Zero.
Not
Zero.
There's no way.
He
Zero.
stole one
One
from
from
Lewandowski.
Van Dijk.
And he stole one from Wesley Sneijder, bro.
And Van
Do you
Dijk.
not remember
No.
Wesley Sneijder was top goal scorer in the Serie A, top assister in the Serie A, won the treble with Inter Milan, and yet still didn't win the Ballon d'Or because Messi had a 90-goal season.
Dude, 91 goal season's pretty good. I think
Doesn't matter.
So if
What?
Haaland, if
91 I don't care
Haaland
about
has
91 goals, what did you accomplish while still being the best?
Who got the Ballon d'Or in 2018? Modric.
Yeah, Modric
Would you,
should.
He deserved
would you rather,
it.
Would you rather be the player? So the player of the World
if
Cup
not
who
him,
lost,
then Anton Griezmann.
player of the World Cup who lost and won the Champions League gets the Ballon d'Or, but the player that got player of the World Cup and wins the World Cup doesn't deserve it. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not saying
World
Haaland
Cup was
doesn't.
2022.
Yeah, but it's this season. They're still going to consider
No, they consider the calendar year, what they did in the calendar year. They don't consider the
They
season.
changed it, Luke.
that. All right, well,
We've had,
but they're gonna.
I've explained this to
Ardi,
you
I'm telling
too often.
Ardi, I'm telling you, they're going to consider the World Cup.
I'm
just
telling
it doesn't
you
matter.
they're not because they already considered it for 2022.
And I will say, I won't cry if Haaland wins it because he also does deserve it. I'm just going to say that.
I'm just telling you.
Clearly
I like
deserved
Haaland.
it.
I'm not
telling
nothing
you.
against him.
I'm telling you.
All right, we'll
Messi's
see.
They
been-
consider
Messi's
it
been a
by the
fraud this
calendar
season.
year
Time will tell.
because they had to treat it as if the World Cup was still in the summer. Because if the World Cup was still 2022, but in the summer, they wouldn't count it for 2023. It's all about the calendar year.
All right. I don't know why he's being included in it then if that's the case because people still think he's a front runner. I don't know.
Which I think is ridiculous.
Not my choice.
I have a feeling that they're still gonna include the World Cup just because
They will. I'm telling
they're
you, they
super
will.
biased towards Messi.
Well, yeah, they're biased.
Like
of
as
course.
we've seen already in the past, they're extremely biased.
This is-
towards
The
Messi.
These are
Ballon
tiers.
d'Or
Van
is
Dijk,
a fr- no,
Lewa, Snyder.
The Ballon d'Or is a French publication. It's ran by French journalists.
And the French people do not like him right now.
But I feel like
He
since
destroyed them.
what's
matter,
occurring
you
right now
still-
in France, like with the suspension and everything with PSG, I think that might also knock off some votes.
Bro, what?
Yeah, bro, you do realize like, bro, being in France and everything, like French journalists, they have a bias.
This is funny.
But anyways, do we think that this suspension is well deserved? Like, do you think good for PSG
Yeah.
for standing their ground?
Yeah, you have to follow the team policy. He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just wonder what if it was Mbappe.
I think
They wouldn't suspend him.
Do you
no.
think it would be the
But
same?
also, Mbappe is the owner of France. So you
That's
can't
what I'm
really-
saying.
Yeah, so like he's the
How can he
director
suspend himself?
of football. He controls all the players' futures. Like Mbappe's in charge.
Do you think Mbappe has a say in which Messi's suspension could be
Just
turned
imagine
off?
Messi. What I tell you, bro? I need you at training to play 1-2s. You know what? Now you're getting suspended. I'm sorry. You had to do this.
But the
to me.
thing is,
Force
can
my
he?
hand.
So
I
they
feel like
do it out of-
what if Mbappe like, he's like, yo, like just take off the suspension and then they take it off, like.
Well, I mean, like again, he's technically the director of football because of what they gave him in his contract. I still can't. Okay, so going back to our contract discussions, right? Because I think that's actually a good segue. I still can't believe that Kylian Mbappe was guaranteed $300 million for 3 years, gets a decision on signings, gets a decision on new managers, and gets a decision on transfer policies.
It's insane.
Like, talk about getting the LeBron contract. This man got the biggest sellout contract, which kudos. If I were him, I'd do the same thing. I would delay going to Real for 3 more years because, yet again, he's still young. And Real is for when he peaks, Steven.
Well, I think he peaked.
Bro, he's been peaked over there. What else is he gonna win over there in France?
Honestly,
He hasn't won the Champions League. He hasn't won. He's about to lose the Ligue 1 title.
Yeah, he is.
Like, bro.
No Messi, no party.
Nope.
So you might as well. You wasted you're wasting your 3 years right there. I don't know.
Not really.
Kind of.
Making $300 million.
You
and
could be
still
winning
playing
Champions
Europe.
League. We could be winning Champions League with
Yeah,
Real
but
Madrid.
he's gonna win it still. He's gonna win it in his career. Not everyone's a
You
Ronaldo
can't-
and can
you don't-
win
you don't
5
know-
or 6.
you don't know
bro.
that.
Not everyone's a Ronaldo and can win 5 or 6.
Not everyone scores offsides goals in the Champions League. I
I don't know
know.
what you're talking about.
Bro.
Caps.
Yeah, you do.
That's a large cappuccino, my
Yeah,
guy.
you do, Ardi,
You're
don't lie.
you're trying to serve me
It's
a
not a man- not a
large
menu.
cappuccino. Okay.
What?
You're trying to serve me a large cappuccino.
10 yards.
It's plain and simple.
Yeah, whatever.
Plain and simple.
Penalty for Messi.
Plain and simple.
Camel for Ronaldo.
for Messi.
Penalty for Messi. And he misses. Anyways. No, so let's just segue into contract discussions, right? Because as we've seen recently, with, again, the Mbappe contracts, with the controversies in La Liga, and with what we've seen in the Prem with controversies on signing Enzo Fernandez and Mudryk on 8-year contracts, I think there's a big topic at hand of what has to be done to solve this problem. Because it's a problem right now. Because it used to be the max a player got was like $400K. I remember first hearing like, oh, Ronaldo's making $400K a week at Real Madrid. Oh, Messi's making like 360, 450 at Barcelona. And they're making money as well on the side of sponsors. Now it's like, oh, yeah, Haaland making like $600K a week. Like, who cares? Oh, Mbappe makes like $100 million a year. Who cares? You know? Like, it's getting to the point now where these contracts, like, don't get me wrong. These players deserve the money they're making. They're being overplayed. Because realistically, I know everyone's like, oh, they're a footballer. They're meant to play football games. But, like, think about, like, the times when they have to play, like, 9 games within 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, the insanity sometimes it can be. It's like, okay, you know what? Like, they do get overplayed sometimes, especially with, like, preseason and such. But the money, like, come on, man. Like, it is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't believe like a player actually like commits himself for 7 years because like what if I don't know, something bad happens? Just like that's like a.
But I think for some of these players, though, they come from, like, scenarios where it's like, if they can guarantee money. Like, it was the same issue with, like, Oscar, right? Oscar went to China for 4 years guaranteed because he was guaranteed $800K a week in China, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, when Hulk went or when Lavezzi went. There was one point when Lavezzi was the highest paid player in the world at 33 years old.
Yeah, I remember that.
For getting paid $720K a week in China.
It's insane.
What year was that?
That was, like, 2016, 2017.
That's when the Chinese were like the Chinese were like.
That's when the Super League. That's when the Chinese Super League didn't have
China's calling.
taxes and like wage caps on like their league and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, Ardi, I just like was looking at the Premier League because you talking about there's a new rule or something like that. But they just released the Hall of Fame 2023 inductees.
no, Steven,
I mean,
you're rushing.
I'm just saying if you
There's
like.
a plan.
Okay.
Like we want to keep the audience waiting for the big stuff.
Oh, I did. It just happened 16 minutes ago. I didn't even know you knew about it.
I knew they were announcing it today.
Oh.
They said they were. You're killing me, bud. You're killing me. You're killing me. Ah. I talk too loud. That's the problem. Even when I do that voice, I peak. So I'm very loud.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. No, realistically, let's finish up this topic. So, the contract situations, let's talk about it. So, for example, Barcelona has had a slew of problems with contracts. They can't register players. They're spending too much money than they have. It's getting to a certain point where what has to be done to solve this issue on the league's end? Because I think La Liga is doing it well. Like, they're holding clubs accountable. Like, no, you cannot do this. Like, we cannot allow for it. I think the Premier League needs to, well, they were saying they were going to do something because of Enzo making an 8-year deal, or even like the Haaland getting $600K a week for 5 years because of his release clause at Dortmund. You know, like sure you can get him for $60 million, but in the release clause you have to pay him $600K a week. That's how it worked.
Mm.
So it's like there has to be more to be done, because if we compare it to other sports, there's salary caps, there's wage caps, and all that kind of stuff. Because like there's no transfers realistically. It's just like trades. Like, do you think that they have to start adapting the trade system or keep transfers going? I don't agree with the trade part, but I think it's at this point, what are we going to do to fix it?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like the trading like thing for like in European soccer and soccer in general, I don't think it should be a thing. I think I know like you have a problem with wages and everything else, but I feel like that's more for a salary cap thing, like what we were talking about earlier. Like if you have a salary cap, then yes, wages should matter. But because you have no cap to anything, does it really change anything?
Well, I mean, technically there's financial fair play, right? Where you can only spend as much as your club makes.
Yeah, but I feel like financial fair play, like most of it is just like I never really see it in action. I just feel
they
like
try to enforce it, but then people manipulate their books. Like City, they caught City. They got them.
Exactly.
And City was able to appeal it in the court of arbitration of sport.
So it's like
where they, let's be realistic, they probably paid someone off.
Exactly.
Because that's what City has been caught of doing. And FIFA has been known to take bribes and be caught of doing some shady stuff. Yeah. So I wouldn't doubt it if these big money clubs were like, oh, you're not trying to suspend us from the Champions League?
I think
you're trying to take away our titles?
I think all the big clubs bribe FIFA with the financial stuff.
Nope, not United. United, we're in the clear.
How do you know that?
They totally have.
It's Sakfallah. How dare you accuse them? All right, we're in the clear. We're not haram, okay? Don't treat us like that. How dare you?
Right. FIFA is very intrigued by money. Any amount of money, they're gonna jump on it.
Now,
and as you can tell,
that FIFA documentary about like the FIFA Congress that changed my whole.
Oh yeah.
That changed my whole perspective on everything.
Because dude, like, there's times where you go back and you look at games where it's like, why wasn't something called, or why did something happen, and then you're like, oh, okay, wow, like that makes a lot of sense now. Like going back in, let's just say in I can't remember which El Clasico it was, but there was 2 clear as day penalties against Messi and Ronaldo. Like both of them were guaranteed, like tackle in the back, studs up, should have been called for a penalty.
The same game.
Same game.
I remember.
And it just was slide. Ref let it go. And you sort of think of like why are they like not calling that? And you hear all these allegations and you see where the money is being sent, and you start to realize like, oh, like that makes a lot more sense now of why certain things weren't being done. Or it's like the Serie A with the severe allegations with like Juventus and everything like that. It's like, but there's one thing we do have to announce for them. They did get their points reduction removed.
They're back in.
They got appealed, right?
Third place.
Exactly.
Now, do you mind explaining that for us?
Yeah. Well, I didn't think first of all, I didn't think the appeal would ever like be reversed, but so they got deducted because they spent more money than they had. Mm-hmm. They're They overpaid for Ronaldo, from what I understand. They're still paying him now, I think, or maybe now it ended, but it's been going on for a while. So they got deducted to the mid-table. They lost 15 points. They've been appealing it ever since it happened. They had a lot of board members resign. Nedved resigned. A couple other guys resigned. Then all of a sudden they get it back right at the end of the year. They just ruined top 4 for a lot of teams that thought they had it locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And now the board members are back. So Nedved came back. Their other board members came back. So it's like, when they resign, it's like, oh, they have to be
guilt.
they have to be guilty, right? But then they get their points back. And this is back to what I'm saying, where I think all top clubs pay FIFA for bribes. I mean, what just happened there? They literally resigned. They pretty much admitted they're guilty, but now all the board members are back, and now nothing happened. It's really suspicious. But I mean, they had a chance to move up to second place over the weekend, and they tied, so they're still third place. But
yeah, obviously, trash
but
cans.
crazy.
But no, I think that's where it also comes to the conversation of just like, where does all this start to make sense? Like, where is all this like interloping of ideas and money go when it comes to these topics? But Steven, we're gonna go to it. Premier League Hall of Fame has been announced. Who are the official inductees? You're gonna announce it since you wanted to spoil.
All right, let me just pull up the post right now.
You're gonna like one of them. Ardi.
But
I know I am.
So I'll just start with the managers. This is 2023 inductees of Premier League Hall of Fame. But we got Sir Alex Ferguson
And Arsene Wenger.
and Arsene Wenger
They were the two
as your
announced.
managers. I mean, what the clearest managers that should be inducted to the Premier League
two
Hall of
best prem
Fame.
managers.
So
well, Sir Alex Ferguson, the best manager of all time.
But I mean, we got 3 players here. One is a United player, Rio Ferdinand, well deserved,
Yep.
of course. Second is a goalkeeper, Peter Cech,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is 100%
Beast.
deserved. One of the best goalies in the
Yep, I
Premier League.
agree.
And the third one, supposedly is Tony Adams, but it's a little bit iffy. But I mean,
Okay, so I've
it's a
seen
little
where
bit
they
justified
went.
as
They
well.
went with a guaranteed title winner,
Yeah.
a club legend, and then like an icon of the game that's like sort of like undervalued, right? Because
Yeah.
like unless you were like alive and watching the Prem, then you wouldn't really know who Tony Adams is.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, I think. That's
I mean,
fair.
it's respectable. I
It's
like
balanced.
it. Yeah,
I
really
think what was
balanced.
it? We were arguing. I think someone was trying to say John Terry over Ferdinand. And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I saw this conversation. I think we should have it. Top 5 Premier League center backs of all time.
Ever.
I heard this conversation online. Someone tried saying that John Stones was number 3.
No, stop.
And I was about to freak out. I was like, are you serious? Like, you have more of an argument for Vincent Kompany than you do John Stones.
Yeah,
What's wrong
right.
with you?
Yeah. By a mile.
But let's think about it. Use your brains going, because I already have my top 5.
Rio.
I think number 5, we're going to go from 5 to first. I think Vincent Kompany definitely deserves a shout, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I think Vincent
100%.
Kompany's number 5.
Dominance.
Winning that many titles, being a leader in the back line. I mean, he never got the UCL, but again, we're talking about top 5 Premier League center backs, so I think he deserves the credit. So number 5, Vincent Kompany. Does anyone have any other objections? I'm wrong. I'm stupid. Anything?
Nope.
Well, I need to
No,
hear your
that's-
other.
He should be there.
Your other 4.
Yeah, we gotta hear the other 4.
Okay, number 4, Harry Maguire. never. He's
Good
like
pick, good pick.
he's like negative 1,000 on that list. Number 4, I'm trying to think, because I already know who my 1, 2, and 3. My 4 is tough. Here you guys go.
How about
first.
you say your 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll see. We'll judge
Yeah.
you on that. And then
Do
we'll
3,
try
2,
to
1.
add a 4.
One is Rio, 2 is Terry, 3 is Vidic.
That's
Okay.
fair. Okay.
That's like,
Yeah.
I think Rio just won more than Terry,
Sure.
but Terry did have more of a longer tenure and was like a captain and everything, but he also had nefarious affairs with his teammates' wives, so I think that sort of like takes a tick down. And yes, that is a true story, Leslie. I know your eyes are wide open with shock, but yep, he's done that. You should see what Lautaro Martinez did to his teammates. Besides the point, no. I'm sorry, Icardi. Argentinian striker, same club. Confused me. No, but back to the point. Who was that? Because number 5, I think Kompany, 3 Vidic, 2 Terry, 1 Ferdinand. But who's that 4?
Wait, was Carragher a center back?
Carragher was, but I think Sol Campbell would get it over Carragher. Because Sol Campbell, invincible, won the Prem.
Yeah. I was just making sure you put John Terry in your top 3. 'Cause I was gonna say.
I was thinking of either second or third for him, but he's definitely second.
He's gotta be.
Yeah, he's definitely second. Steven?
Where do you put Van Dijk in these ranks?
Oh nah.
No,
I
he's
think
not.
Be top 5.
He's probably 8 if we're talking about top 10.
Okay.
Because you know what it is? He didn't.
generous.
He had a good 18 months.
It's because he after his ACL, man. His ACL
Well,
injury.
even prior to that, I think genuinely, he only had a solid 18 months. I don't think he had, because the center backs we're talking about Rio, where he was phenomenal at Leeds, phenomenal at Man United. Obviously, didn't end well at Queens Park Rangers. Besides the point, and you have John Terry, who was a club legend at Chelsea, won Champions League, won Premier Leagues, the captain of the team, like the guy. England's like number 2 center back. Makes sense. Vidic, Rio is nothing without Vidic. And Vidic was probably the most, like, when I say, like, brute of a center back, that's, like, the brute you'd ever want.
Yeah.
Like, big guy, goes in for all the 50-50s. No one's getting past him. He's a brick wall. And then, number 4, Sol Campbell, you can't not have an invincible up there. Like, winning the Premier League without losing a single game. Don't get me wrong, they drew, but they didn't lose a single game.
I don't know how that's
insane.
possible still. I can't believe it.
You gotta give credit where credit is due, right?
Yeah.
And then I think Vincent Kompany, like, he is 110% better center back than Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think both are the same quality of ball playing center back, can obviously score goals. I mean, we all remember that Vincent Kompany, Aguero yelling saying, Vinny, don't touch the ball. Meanwhile, just bangs it top left corner. Again, he's a serial Premier League winning center back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think those top 5 have like earned their spots, whereas Van Dijk, I don't think he gets anywhere near those spots.
See, I think with like recency bias, people will try to say, "Oh, Van Dijk's better than Company," but if you want to go back and remember what Company was, I don't think so.
And then people try to use the Ballon d'Or as excuse, like, "Oh, he was like number 4 on the list for Ballon d'Or." Like, yeah,
Well,
cool.
he was second.
Jorginho was number 3. Like,
Who, Van
like,
Dijk?
what are you trying to tell me? Yeah, he was second. Sorry,
Van Dijk
second, not
Van Dijk should have won it.
No.
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 You really think
Get
he should have
outta
not
here.
won it?
Steven,
No,
Steven,
get outta
2019 Messi was probably the second best one we've ever seen of him.
I think Van Dijk should have won it.
Already knows what he did.
I think that's one of the best displays of defender this season. You probably see.
We were talking about 2019. Isn't that the year that Mo Salah, like, was it? He broke the goal record in the Prem, right? Or he
yeah.
tied it with like 34.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying Salah should have been before Van Dijk?
That's what I'm saying. If we're talking about a Liverpool player, it's 100% Mohamed
Because they
Salah.
won the Champions League that year, right?
Salah, Salah.
Because
could've
that
won it.
season, Van Dijk was not dribble passed by at all by anyone.
Yes, he
In the
was.
league.
He was. Yeah, I don't know why people.
There was
said
one
that.
player.
Well, there's only one player.
There was one player
But still, that's still impressive.
in the Premier League. You know who it was?
I think I remember, but
Who was it? Who was it, Steven?
Stop.
Young lad from Manchester.
was it Marcel?
Marcus Rashford. The man, the myth, the legend, Marcus Rashford.
I knew you were gonna slide that in there somehow.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. Are you kidding me,
I
bro?
knew- I
Man
knew we weren't gonna get
glides
past
on
Van
that
Dijk
pitch.
without that.
Huh?
I knew we weren't gonna get past the Van Dijk talk without that.
No,
Slid it.
no, dude, come on. If you get chopped up by Rashford,
Come
out
on.
of here. Come on. No, but like seriously, if we're gonna try to have a serious conversation about ranking players in Ballon d'Or realistically, I think the quality of player is different because like when I think of Ballon d'Or, I think like your quality has to be at the standard of like a Zidane, a Ronaldo Lima, a Kaká, even Michael Owen when he won it at 22. Or no, was it 19? I think it was 19 when he won it. Being a 19-year-old English striker who went absolutely supernova, like, you have to be at that quality. And I don't see players nowadays at that quality.
You mean defenders or anyone?
Just anyone in general. Because, like, if we're talking about the last defender that won it, what was it?
Cannavaro after the World Cup.
Cannavaro? Yeah.
The thing is, it's attackers are so glorified in the world of football. It's like
yeah.
it's so hard for a defender to win that.
I agree with you.
Because goals is
Because
like.
I
you look at the
think,
goals,
I think personally, I think there's times where Sergio Ramos could have won it.
maybe.
But
I think Van Dijk had the opportunity to win it. I don't know.
no, I disagree.
No.
Why?
That's the,
I just don't think
That
because
season,
if we're talking about spectacular, like I think that
he
season,
went neck on neck with one of the best City sides of probably of all time.
Yeah, but if we're talking about that season,
He should have
Van
won the
Dijk,
league.
If we're talking about one season of a center back doing really really well, Sergio Ramos' one season is better than Van Dijk's one season.
well, obviously.
But that's what I'm saying though. So the point I'm making is that if you're trying to say a center back that could have won it, 100%, I think Sergio Ramos was robbed by the fact of how well Messi and Ronaldo were doing and not being credited for that.
That whole the whole golden generation was Neymar has
Because
zero.
there was
Suarez
a
is
year
zero.
there was a year that Bale
Yeah.
could have won one.
Sure.
There was a year that Rooney could have realistically won one. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Man United fan.
No.
I'm being genuinely serious. There was a year where he went 2 out of 3 years back to back carry United back to a Champions League final on his own. Like,
There were years the goalies could have won too. Neuer, Buffon, or Casillas. You can make arguments. For,
oh yeah, Casillas and Buffon I'll agree for, even Neuer.
Yeah.
Even like there was the
like,
year
like
where
maybe,
where
not,
Huh?
like maybe not.
dude,
like, oh, they should have won.
even Courtois this past year, that's a solid argument as well.
Could yeah.
Courtois doing
Same
what
one.
he did in that Champions League final.
Yeah, but I mean, like I like it's one performance though. Like, you know,
But,
what I
like,
mean?
here's the thing,
the
but,
thing
like-
is, goalkeepers they're not as like, you know.
But here's the thing though, I say Courtois because we're
Also,
talking
Ter
about
Stegen
talent.
has been cleared in the La Liga this season.
Yeah,
This
but
year,
I'm just saying though, if we're talking about Courtois, and we're talking about a calendar year, for half of the calendar year, Courtois was the best goalie in the world.
For what, 2022?
From January of 2022 to June of 2022,
Sure, he was.
Courtois was clear.
Yeah, but I mean, that Ballon d'Or was for what do you call it? The whole season, not the year, not the calendar year. They made the calendar year implement this Ballon d'Or.
I mean, they've always said like this season, but they've always based it off of the calendar year.
I mean,
Because like
yeah.
they would say like, oh look what because when the times when Messi and Ronaldo won, it's like, oh like Ronaldo, like there was times where he won the Champions League but didn't win the La Liga, but it's like, oh look at how many goals Ronaldo scored this calendar year, but it's like, wait, we're doing it based off the season now. So even though there's times where they've said like, oh it's based off of the season that's just passed, realistically they've always done it based off the calendar year.
They gotta get that straight.
They just take what achievements they base it off of. Honestly, the Ballon d'Or should be. I mean, I understand being like a yearly thing, but the Ballon d'Or should be like middle of the summer. But then it takes away from like the MLS teams for like because they do the Puskas Award and everything, and the MLS is still going, right?
Mhm.
So, and even other leagues as well. So I think the format is there, but I think there just needs to be more clarification.
I just hope for the future, like especially with the new generation. I hope more midfielders have a chance because there's so much talent.
I'm just worried
But-
for the new generation because
But it's always about the goals. It's
they're-
always about goals. So
No, I'm worried about the new generation because they're primarily athletes. I don't see them as footballers anymore.
that too. That's why it looks like another
Like-
Mbappe Holland. dominant.
Don't get me wrong. Like they have the footballing talent, but I think that comes from their athleticism, not from their pure quality.
What about Ronaldo?
Like no. But I'm saying like the talent is coming now, Steven. I'm not saying the talent of the past because Ronaldo still had pure footballing quality. He wasn't just an athlete.
So you don't think like Mbappe has pure footballing quality?
That's
Or
what I'm saying.
Vinicius
I
has
think-
pure
I
footballing quality.
I think he has it too. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a few that do, and there's like Holland is just a thoroughbred finisher athlete. I don't think he's the greatest footballer.
So you don't think he's one of the best finishers? Like,
No, he is, but like I'm saying, there's a difference between being a finisher and an athlete and being a pure, thorough footballer. There's a difference.
I know what you mean.
I don't really know what he
Also,
means.
it's like, I mean, I love this new generation of players, but to me, it's not the same as the one that's
No, they're not.
going out. It's
There's
kinda
no
sad.
because I think like I think the argument people have is like nothing's been truly earned. Like there was no time put in. It's like everything's been given already. I think the one argument of a player who I can say has been earned for stuff, you can say an Mbappe, but I'm also gonna say Bukayo Saka. He's been playing since he was 17 years old, playing at left back, playing at right back, playing at either side of the wings for Arsenal, basically helping them in season in, season out. So I think someone like that, I think, has earned where they are right now in the world of football.
I would give Vinny a shout. for a guy
Vinny a
who's proven
shout,
himself.
yes, he came from like Brazil and like he
Young
started
age.
off slow at Real. I think that's a good shout.
Started off bad and he got clowned. And
No,
Yeah, I know.
Bad. He was slow. It
Well,
was
it's like
just
his
he
like
was
his finishing.
19.
Like
no,
his
but
finishing.
it took time to develop.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
His finishing was off at first.
No, yeah. His finishing was terrible.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It takes time to develop, and that's again why I think is the issue of signing a player too young.
But it worked out.
But it worked out.
It worked. I mean, hey, Martin Odegaard signed for Real at 16, did nothing for 4 years, then finally went to Arsenal, and look what he's doing now.
He went to Russell.
Madrid out.
Yeah, he went to Madrid, but he was constantly playing.
Nah, but he didn't do anything in Madrid. He literally just he went to
It was Real.
it was Russell to that. So that I will give credit because we didn't really do much with Odegaard.
Because I think it's just, I'm not discrediting players. I don't think there's players that are bad. I think it's just,
They're just different.
it's a different breed. It's
Different.
a different game.
It's not the
Like
same.
there's a difference between watching a Bellingham play in the midfield versus when you used to watch a Pirlo play in the midfield. You know,
Yeah.
like you can see the pure footballing IQ and the quality Whereas with the Bellingham, you see the pure athleticism and what he's able to accomplish.
There's no one like Modric and Pirlo in the midfield like in this generation.
Yeah.
Not like similar style. You know what I mean?
I know, because
Yeah.
it's
pure
really
finesse.
direct. Like there's creativity, but it's like creativity of doing the impossible, not creativity in doing what's beautiful, right? Because again, it's a beautiful game, and I don't think we really see like beautiful football. The people argue for Pep, but Pep right now is just smashing the ball to Haaland and trying to score, or De Bruyne just pulling off a solo run as being world class. And again, I think that's someone who's lost out a lot. Kevin De Bruyne has not won a Ballon d'Or yet for his lifetime.
What about Premier League of the Month? He doesn't get that either.
I know. Well, I brought
crazy.
that. I brought that up the last time. You only get to take my point away from me.
I'm
Just saying.
I'm vouching.
I know you're vouching, and I appreciate that. But I was about to go to that point. I guess I just felt a little attacked. I'm sorry. Shouldn't hurt you. But no, you are right. Like, never winning a Premier League Player of the Month, but yet has one PFA Player of the Year, right? It's like there's players like that who have gone unjust and uncredited. And then, I don't know. It's like strikers, right? We look at the strikers now versus strikers then. It's like Zlatan, if we look at him. Or if we even look at the Eto'os, if we look at the Drogbas, if we look at the Rooneys. They're different than they are now. I think it's just a game evolving. And does it suck a little bit? Yeah. Because I feel like we're sort of draining the life of it and making it too much of a business and too much of... Because right now, even when you watch, like, the NBA, like, I think besides the exception of LeBron, no one has, like, that quality or, like, that special something. Like, I know it's, like, it's a worse way to explain it like that, but, like, when you used to watch, like, a Dwayne Wade back in the day, or when you used to watch, like, a Kobe Bryant and stuff, like, you saw the pure quality of the sport within that player. You never just saw an athlete, right? And I think that's where it's like, for example, like when you compare Messi and Ronaldo, sure, everyone can say Ronaldo's more of the athlete, but you still see the pure quality of the game within him. Like, you can still see how he can assist the ball. You can still see how he can play through balls. You can still see what he's able to view with his game, and vice versa with Messi. Like, that assist he got in the World Cup final, playing that ball. Don't get me wrong. Like, that is like absolutely insane. No one else is doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody else in the modern game doing that right now. Nobody. That's absolutely world class.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's missing right now. I think what's missing is the true footballing beauty, where everyone's just focusing on just their like athleticism.
It's sad to see. I think it's kind of like sad. It's depressing talking about it. I'm actually getting sad talking. about it.
Yeah, I know, and it's sadly a topic that has to be talked about. I know Steven's in his sad boy hours over there, with his eyes staring into the TV over here, looking at our reflections, looking at Ardi, being like, "Why is he wearing a shirt that says thank you next?" Besides the point.
Yeah, why does it?
It's from NJ Play. I won the league.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh wait, it's not Ariana Grande's shirt.
NJ Play.
I thought it was.
No.
Thank you.
NJ Play winner.
Next.
We say thank you next to the losers in the finals. Okay.
I really thought it was Ariana Grande's.
Nope. I like Ariana. I love her album Sweetener, but that does not mean that I'm an Ariana Grande stan. What? What do you mean what? What are you saying what over there for?
I'm just saying you wear Ariana Grande mist, so.
No, I don't. Okay. Stop trying to lie about you leaving your perfume mist in my car and pretending like it's not yours. Stop it. Stop it. I found it by your chapstick. No. We're not having this conversation here. We're not having this conversation here. This is a footballing show. This is an institution. This is an institution. No, they did. I didn't. Okay, producer. Thank you. Okay. Now back to the important topic at hand. Football is dying. No, I'm joking. But no, let's sort of get into more of this. We have some results to talk about, but before we talk about the quick roundup of results, I have one question for you. What is your club's biggest summer transfer rumor?
I mean, we're kind of already advancing with ours.
You're not gonna get a bigger one than that.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get anything bigger than Jude Bellingham. Because I don't think Mbappe's gonna come this year at all. He's gonna come probably next year. So.
Do you think, Luke, Ansu Fati leaves?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think he might be going to Wolves.
He's been rumored to leave.
I think he goes. By the way, wearing the number 10 shirt, leaving to go.
That's also a little crazy.
Insane.
Also, he was like. Also, when Messi left, he was like the the new Messi.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it's clear.
Ruben Neves, he's going to be leaving. Where do we see him going? Do we think Pep's finally going to get him? Ilkay Gundogan in, Neves, or no, Ilkay Gundogan out, Neves in, because Bellingham's already going to Real, so they're going to need that midfielder replacement.
I can see it.
And if Wolves lose Neves, who are they going to get?
They're gonna go to Portugal and they'll be like, "Yo, just give me."
I
give
already
me.
have the replacement.
Okay, he's Portuguese, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Oh.
He's actually from Uruguay. His name is Ugarte from Sporting.
But he's from Portugal.
He's not from Portugal.
I mean, basically,
there.
I said they're gonna go to Portugal and they'll be like, "Yeah, give me a
Yeah,
player."
and he's a Sporting Lisbon player, but he is, from Uruguay. So, give it a little bit of break. All right?
Okay.
Give him B. Please and thank you.
Yeah, sounds a good shout. It's a good shout.
I will say, supposedly, Newcastle have gone in for a proposal of 80 million euros for the Brazilian winger from this club
Charleston.
in Europe
It's no way.
who played for Barcelona is Rafinha,
Or Rafinha.
supposedly.
Oh, I heard about that.
He's been really good. I think he's been really good this year.
Did you hear about the Joao Pedro Brighton transfer?
Yes, I've heard about that as well.
I think it's such a good
That was
transfer.
actually just I was
Oh.
Steven, can I just I get you and I were on the same wavelength.
I get excited.
I know you get excited. You're just a little too fast, and it's okay. Sometimes it happens in life. No one's gonna judge you. But besides the point, next let's talk about Everton, who are highly linked, who are highly linked with the Sky Bet Championship. Supposedly they're transferring.
I want them to go down so bad. I want them to turn it around.
They really need it.
I want them to be like a Burnley this year. Like they need to.
Yo, how about JJ Watt being a partial owner of Burnley?
Really?
Yeah,
I like that.
He's a minority owner.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It brings more American attention.
I feel like
to-
if Everton go down, they're not gonna go back up.
It's just sad
Oh,
because
stop.
Everton were the one team to not get relegated ever since they made it to England's top flight.
I just hear people like all over Twitter and everything. They're like, "Oh, Everton's just gonna be like Sunderland. They're gonna go down twice." And I'm like, "That's not gonna happen." I cannot see Everton in League One.
Everton.
I cannot see Everton in
hard to say.
League One.
Everton is basically Man United on a smaller scale of just having a poor club structure.
Oh,
No, they do.
I agree with
Everton
that.
has just as bad of a poor club structure as United, except United just has more money. That's only the difference.
We need a coach. We just don't have like a manager. Like
No,
Yeah, but who's
Sean Dyche was a
who's
good
Everton's
appointment.
Marcus
All right,
Rashford?
our
Get
players
Graham
are
Potter.
not good at all.
Who's who?
I would love to
Who
bring
has
Graham
come
Potter.
from Everton's youth academy and helped them?
Anthony Gordon, but he's gone.
Bro, Anthony Gordon has not
He's-
done.
He was doing great, and then we were like, all right.
He
we're
was
just gonna
not
get rid of
doing
the- we're just gonna
great.
get rid
He
of
was
the
doing
money for the
average.
financial
He was
fair
a,
play. That's the
he was an
problem.
average
Exactly.
English player in Everton.
for Everton. He was our player.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was because DCL was out injured.
What do you
We had
call him?
nobody. We got McNeil in January. That was the guy. we
what's
brought
the
in.
what do you call it, the left winger?
No, McNeil, you guys signed in the summer. You
Oh, we
guys got him
did?
from Burnley.
Jesus,
Burnley
yes,
was
we did.
relegated, so you
His
signed
name
him.
now. Oh, Damari Gray is more of a better player than Anthony Gordon, and he costs 3
I don't know
mil.
about
He
that.
costs 3 mil.
I like
but
the signing.
Damari-
of
I remember
Gray.
that
love
transfer
the-
so
Yeah,
well.
but Damari Gray is just injury prone. That's
Yeah,
the only problem. It's very
That,
sad.
well,
Our whole
he
team
has
is
been
very
more
good.
for that club than Anthony Gordon.
Also, our defense is absolutely abysmal.
Literally, no one has come to the youth system. That youth system, I've never seen anyone come from that youth system that actually helped the team. And I don't know. Everton does not have the same system as United. I don't think so. I feel like the way they spend their money, maybe, but youth wise, no, I don't think so. Because I feel like a lot of players come from United's youth system, and they actually help out a little bit.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about helping out here, talk about Unai Emery helping out Villa, because right now they have. You guys like that little transition?
Yeah.
I'm so good. No, okay. So Villa right now are linked to 3 players, and we don't know which one they're gonna sign, but it's Matteo Guendouzi, Nico Williams, and Giovanni Lo Celso, who I think are 3 like genuine options that they can sign. Because Guendouzi at Marseille. I mean, Marseille, I think they've hit their boiling point. I think they're at the point now where they're just going to have a downward trajectory. And obviously, we know of Guendouzi playing in the Prem for Arsenal and having that, like, poor... that's what I'm thinking of.
performance.
No, poor attitude. Because his performance was never the problem. It was his attitude. Like, he
wasn't.
thought he was better than what he was. It was the same thing like Rabiot with, like, his mother being like, how dare you not give my son a new contract and stuff. And by the way, this is a true story. Over-controlling mothers in the Premier League. Pretty crazy. And I think now that he's matured more, that there could be more to be done. And that he could do a really good time at Villa, especially because when he was at Arsenal, he was under Unai Emery, and he was the one player performing really well under Unai.
Yeah. Also, you forgot to mention the Barcelona's transfer chief. He's also linked to Aston Villa to be the new transfer chief there.
That was the
Are you serious?
I
Is
mean,
that actually next?
That I was gonna transition, being like Villa was able to do this because of.
Steven's reading his mind.
God.
Steven's reading your
Steven,
mind.
do you
No
want,
way.
Do you want to like make my life easier and make the scripts from now on? Like I wouldn't mind that. I'd appreciate you. Thank you.
But okay, you can continue with it.
Thank you. But you know what? Steven's made that point already. We're not gonna talk about it. It's fine. Whatever. I'm done with it. Now, here's the thing.
Man.
I'm gonna give you a list of players, and you're gonna tell me where they should go. Declan Rice.
What do we say?
Where does he go?
Liverpool.
Wait.
I would say Liverpool too.
I think if I'm
Liverpool.
Rice, I go to Liverpool.
Yep.
Go to Chelsea.
No,
Chelsea,
no,
no,
I'm just
no.
joking.
Overrated.
I would not even want to
Chelsea-
go near
Liverpool.
there.
Go to
Chelsea
Liverpool.
needs to get rid of players before they think about signing players.
Liverpool.
Because right now they need a goalkeeper and they need a striker.
Well, don't disrespect Kepa like that.
No, Kepa is going to be a rotation goalie. no
Go to
matter what.
Arsenal.
Next, I mean Declan Rice wouldn't be a solid option for Arsenal if Thomas Partey's going to age out soon.
Exactly.
Moises Caicedo. I think again it's either a Liverpool or Arsenal
Yeah.
option. I think those are the two teams that are desperate than ever for midfielder.
Yeah.
Liverpool needs a lot of new players, so maybe.
Yeah. So I well here's the thing. What's their
I can see him at Liverpool because of the South American players that are there.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that like right now Liverpool's budget, it was all going to Bellingham at first, but now that they have sort of like that leeway, where do we think their price point is at for how much they're going to spend? Because I don't think they need improvement in the forward line, personally.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
I think having Nunez,
They have enough.
Diaz,
Gakpo.
Jota, Carvalho, and Salah, I think they have more than enough attacking line. I don't think that's a problem. I think their investment should be 100% in the midfield, and I think they should be 100% going for a center back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Like a world class center back.
Yep, which there are none on the market, sadly. Next, Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney, where does he go?
Oh.
If
I'm tempted to
Kane
say-
leaves, Spurs.
Honestly, I'd take him at United. I'd much rather have Ivan Toney over Harry Kane.
What?
How can you say
What?
that?
That's
I'd
crazy.
say that 110%.
That is crazy.
You say crazy. Like, who are you?
Oh.
Honestly, Chelsea. I could
I was
see him
gonna
at
say-
Chelsea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chelsea.
but Chelsea again. They can't. They're gonna get
Chelsea's
hit with
gonna go
financial fair
somewhere.
play. They gotta
I-
sell first.
I know that, but I feel like he.
But
would
they're gonna
right now
100 they're-
Chelsea.
Chelsea will have Osimhen.
They're gonna 100% sell.
Wait. How about a swap deal? Because
Cucurella for
no. Lukaku for Ivan Toney.
I could not see Lukaku.
No, there's
on,
no way. Why
Brentford.
would Lukaku go to Brentford?
You're right.
I mean, here's the thing.
Oh,
Lukaku has to
that'd
go
be
back to Chelsea. No one's gonna buy Lukaku for the money that Chelsea wants. So if you think about it,
I feel like Inter Milan they're gonna find a way. I feel like
Inter
they just
Milan has financial fair play.
like
They can't sign him.
they're gonna sell players, man. I feel like
but
and if
Chelsea want a minimum of 80 million for him. Inter can't afford the 80 million.
Inter's gonna be bad
They're
next
gonna-
year.
they're gonna
They're
sell
awful.
back-
no,
That's
but
what
if
he was
if
shining light.
Lukaku, bro, if they're Chelsea are not gonna keep a player that they got hit with financial fair play, did you say? So they have to sell players.
Yeah, but they're not gonna
So they're gonna
yeah,
sell
but-
them for cheaper, 100%.
Yeah, but they can't. Here's the thing. They
I
can't,
say they sell them for like 50 mil.
No, they can't sell. They can't sell them for more than a 20% loss. There's no way. They bought him for $100 million.
You don't think so? A player that doesn't even want to be at the club. He literally tarnished the club.
No.
Tarnished the club.
No, I think they're either gonna try to make him work.
No, they're not.
Dude, they're either gonna try to make him work or they're gonna sell him for at
Lukaku
least
himself
$50 million.
is not gonna like fancy the idea.
If somehow Everton can stay up, I would love Lukaku back at Everton.
How are you gonna pay for him?
I don't know,
If-
but I just want him at. I would love him back at
if
Everton.
Chelsea takes 100% of the what's it called of the contract fees, like they pay his contract, but he just plays at everything. That's it.
There's no way, bro. I don't see Lukaku going back to Chelsea after what he
Hey,
did.
Lukaku playing the championship.
That is no. He is not a
Playing in the
championship
championship
player.
for
Nah, that is
Everton,
just-
bro.
No,
that
I
is
mean,
he just scored
disrespectful.
40 goals.
Shatter the
you know
goal
what?
record.
That's
Yeah,
where
right.
that's where Lukaku should have gone at the beginning of the season, not Inter. He should have gone back to Everton for the season.
We need a striker.
Yeah,
We don't have.
and Big Ram is your answer.
Yeah.
No. Next is Mike Magnan. Do we think he's staying at AC
Yeah,
Milan?
yeah.
Do you think they're going to secure him on a new contract?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He's not moving.
Yeah.
I think because there's like, for example, Chelsea needs a goalkeeper.
He's not gonna.
United needs a goalkeeper supposedly because David De Gea might be on the out. So
He's not. He's gonna stay put. I think.
Yeah.
No, Mike Magnan is gonna stay
He's a
put.
beast, and he loves it there. I think.
I think
I think
I mean,
loves
he
it.
didn't tell
Looks like
me.
he loves
He
it
didn't
there.
tell me, but
Unless
like, I
unless
assume he
unless
loves
there's
it
a
there.
big money transfer move for him, then I don't see him leaving.
Yeah. I mean that's fair.
And I don't think Chelsea are gonna spend 80 million on another goalkeeper.
That's what Kepa
You're right.
costed last time. 80
Yeah.
mil,
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean
89 mil
here's the thing. There's either the option of Magnan or Onana.
for Chelsea.
Yeah, because Onana, he might have to leave Inter. He's the only sellable assets. Realistically, sellable assets for Inter right now is
Skriniar.
Bastoni. No, Skriniar's already sold. He's already on PSG on a
But it's a okay.
After
But
the
it-
season, he
pre-agreed
goes.
contract. They already signed. So Bastoni, Onana, Barella, and Laturo. I think those are the only.
No,
players.
Barella is not a sellable asset.
Yeah, he is. What do you mean?
I mean, no, you
They
can
could-
sell
they
him, but
could
I
sell
don't,
him for 70
I
million.
feel like they should. That's the type of player you build your team around.
Yeah, but they can't. If the club is going to, drown, and they might get hit with sanctions, and they can't do anything. They're gonna have to sell their best player.
But I don't think it's that bad. I really
It is
don't.
that bad.
I think they have other players they could sell,
They
and
owe a lot of money.
because Bastoni came from the U system, or not the U system, but I think did he come from U system?
Yeah, Bastoni was
Exactly. I mean, that's a player that you could either keep or you could sell. That's profit right there.
Barella, what were
They sold a Dumfries. They sold some assets last season, and
Dumfries they just bought in.
He's still there. Yeah.
oh yeah, Dumfries they bought in, but they sold. Who was their right back before? Oh
It was
Oh, I know what you're
They're-
thinking
they're-
about.
they're-
Well,
Darmian you're talking about?
No, Darmian was still there. No, they sold Perisic.
Perisic.
That's who left. Yeah.
So
they could sell Handanovic as well.
They got rid of Handanovic. He's too old. I don't think he's
Not
gonna
gonna
sign
get any money.
No, but they also got rid of
I
Ashley
mean,
Young.
goalkeeper ages.
So they got rid of a lot of wages there. No, Ashley Young was getting like $300K a week for no reason.
What?
Really?
Yeah, he was making money.
I think where they could sell most is defenders because they have. I think they have the Ridge as well.
The Vry.
The Vry, that's my name is. He's also a sellable asset.
A Cherby.
Yeah, but you can't sell
Oh,
all your
Cherby.
center backs.
I
You can't just sell them.
mean, you could bring in cheap ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but who's cheap right now on the market? That's good.
Harry Maguire. I'm
That'd
sure.
be tough.
No.
They're sellable defenders.
He's the opposite of both. He's not cheap and he's not good. So. Oh man. But next topic at hand is McAllister, World Cup winner. Where is he going?
Made a name for himself there.
So you're gonna take a
knows?
little. I don't even know.
Arsenal?
Like a La Liga team,
Could he be an Arsenal transfer?
like an Atletico.
Liverpool.
I can see that.
I see him in an
I'd love to
Arsenal
go.
kit
I can see him in a Liverpool kit.
or Liverpool.
Or low key a United kit. They swoop in.
Could fit anywhere. He's really good. He needs to get out of Brighton.
And Luke, you might like this one. Fratesi from Sassuolo.
Where do I think he's gonna go?
Yeah.
Ooh. Man, how would you feel about him at United?
I think he'd be a good option.
He's very good,
I think either United. I think it would be a bad option for City either.
and he's actually impressed on our garbage national team when
Yeah,
he gets called
exactly.
up. So I mean, he could be pretty good. I think.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of one more. Oh yeah, Mason Mount. We'll talk about him for a minute. Where does he go?
Liverpool.
Is Liverpool?
I
I don't think
so.
it would be a top. I think he leaves like the top 6, top 7.
Really?
Yeah, I think he
Whoa.
can go to like.
Nah.
I think he can go to like a. I can see him at Brighton or something like that. Like a McAllister. I don't.
Replace-
He hasn't. I'm saying. I don't see him right now. I know he's great and all, but like
He's been bad recently, but
he hasn't been
No,
that. He
he's
has.
been solid. These
he's been
past couple
okay,
of games.
but,
He's
like,
had up.
Does he deserve like a move to like Liverpool or like United? Like I don't see him other than like being at Chelsea. So it's like
I feel like maybe he stays.
he could stay, but
I
he's not getting
think-
any time. Like
I think he's the perfect replacement that Liverpool needs if Firmino's leaving, because he can play as that secondary striker, but he can also play as a midfielder if he needs.
You said replacement for Firmino.
Well, Firmino was playing as that false 9 So he could play as. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I wouldn't put it
Nah,
there.
I
let
don't.
me-
I don't.
let
I
me
don't see it.
finish. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Because he's known to be like that. What's the best way to explain it? He's known to just be that secondary striker at Chelsea. He was being forced to play at right forward, was doing all the bits and bops there, and then he can play in the midfield if he needs to. So I think that's a good option for Liverpool to have someone like that in your midfield to help you. To be the secondary striker, to be like that false nine, worst comes to worst if you need.
Mhm.
But
You're right.
He plays more. He plays better as a right winger than a secondary striker.
I think he plays way better as a central. If he plays like a Cam, I think he's way better.
Cam is where he's been best, I think.
Yeah,
In the
and
No,
Champions
yeah.
I think that's what Liverpool needs the most right now.
League. I think he's gonna go to Liverpool. He can't go out. He
Might
can't
as well
leave
sign
the top.
James Madison. He's better.
Yeah, but James Madison, I
No.
think, is guaranteed in Newcastle.
Actually,
Or a Moussa Diaby.
You don't think James Madison is better than Mount?
not right now. He is, yeah, currently.
Moussa Diaby maybe, boys? Huh?
Nah.
Nah. Okay, well, just tell me no. It's fine. Hurt my feelings. But today, just to go over real quick, we have Liverpool versus Fulham at 3 p.m. and Man City versus West Ham at 3 p.m. And right now with the table as it looks, if West Ham somehow or some way gets the result, they hop to 14th place over Wolves. And if Man City wins, they guarantee themselves a league. With a game in hand still against Arsenal.
Oh man.
Because right now, with 34 games played, Arsenal has 78 points. And with 32 games played, Man City has 76 points. And then Liverpool versus Fulham. Fulham right now are in 10th place. So this win can bring them closer to Brighton for 9th. And Liverpool are 5th place. So if they win this, they'll only be... What is it? They'll be... 59. They'll be 4 points off of United, but with 2 games in hand. So United will still have 32 games played, and they'll have 34 games played.
Nice.
So they're catching up finally, Liverpool. And tomorrow, of course, we have Brighton versus Man United at 3 o'clock. Gotta love it. And then we have WSL on Friday. MLS, that's for It's Called Soccer tomorrow. And then we have, on Saturday, we have Bournemouth versus Chelsea, Man City versus Leeds, Tottenham versus Crystal Palace, Wolves versus Aston Villa, and Liverpool versus Brentford. Obviously, a slew of results. Anything could change the league here at this point. And then we have Newcastle versus Arsenal on Sunday at 11:30, and then West Ham versus Man United at 2 p.m. So we have a weekend and week of results to happen. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. We love and appreciate you. I have been joined in the studio by Steve Moncayo,
Goodbye.
Luke Sirianni,
See you guys.
and Top G.
See you guys
Thomas
next week.
Gaffney.
See ya.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. I'll see you next time.